Alrighty, this is just a quick onboarding guide to some of the Bitcoin social media platforms out there that are built on BSV. Now, I guess you're probably asking why do we need these social media platforms for Bitcoin? Since many of them basically replicate the services that you'll already find online, like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, that kind of thing. And the answer is all those platforms kind of suck. They're all based on an advertising model, and most of the advertising money does not go to the creator. The other problem is you need to hit a certain level of social media popularity before you can actually make any money out of these things. You know, YouTube, you need to get like 1,000 subscribers or something before you can even make any money from it. And yeah, let's face it, some of the topics we talk about are niche. And if you look at the content that does make money on YouTube, makeup, kids' toys, entertainment, it can be pretty shallow. It's not what everyone wants. I mean, yeah, some people are popular, but not everyone is. And I think even if you're a niche creator too, like for instance, you're doing exclusively Bitcoin content, then maybe you want to earn a few bucks too. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just as long as you can earn something, that's better than what's out there already. Now, to get started, first you're going to need a wallet, and we're going to use MoneyButton for this one. As you can see, I'm using the Brave browser. Brave is a bit notorious for breaking cross-site services, so for a lot of these things, I usually just click shields down for Brave on these. You may be able to configure it so that it only turns off certain ones, but we'll go to MoneyButton, MoneyButton.com. Yeah, I think most of the complaints I hear about MoneyButton not working are because of things like privacy blockers, ad blockers, that kind of thing. So it's a good idea to turn them off for MoneyButton. So let's log in. I have an account already. It's this one here. Oops. Now you see, MoneyButton is the only thing you actually need a password for. There's my password. Okay, now if you look around here, it's pretty simple and straightforward. That's my current balance, add money, transaction history, all exactly as it appears. And you'll see here, I have this is called a paymail address, Bitcoin BSV train at MoneyButton.com. You can set up a paymail using MoneyButton or any other wallet to give yourself a kind of email address looking thing that allows you to receive funds with that address instead of having to use a QR code or copy paste that Bitcoin address, because let's face it, no one really likes those things, and it kind of intimidates people who are not into Bitcoin. Yeah, this is the MoneyButton. If you look at the transaction history, you'll see most of the in and outgoing transactions are pretty small. That's because I've been using it for other services like Twitch and Streamanity, and these are all the tips that come in via likes, replies, that kind of thing. So it gives you an idea of how BSV works on these platforms. Little payments coming in, 5 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent. It all adds up, as you can see. If I go to the profile settings here. Yeah, you can see over here, these are the apps that I've allowed to access this MoneyButton account in the past. Now we're gonna go and head over to Twitch. What's Twitch? Well, if you look at Twitch, you'll see it's very similar to Twitter. And there's a reason for that. I will explain that. First, we're gonna log in. Now you've got a few different options here. We're going to use MoneyButton since we're already logged into MoneyButton. It's that easy. See? The first time you do that, you may have to swipe a MoneyButton. Doesn't cost anything to log in. Oh, there we go now. So you swipe that button just by clicking and dragging it to the right. and I'm in. Yeah, now here's where you'll see that Twitch looks very similar to Twitter. I mean, some people have criticized it for that. I don't, because I think that it's important for people to have a familiar interface. The fact is, it works better than Twitter, and also allows you to earn a bit of money, spend a bit of money, and it just creates a new economy that didn't exist before. I mean, there really isn't any economy on Twitter. It's all just doing it for the love, and sometimes that's just not enough, as Meatloaf said. So we have all of the features here on the right. 4 features. These are actually features they're going to add into Twitch soon, and you can donate to the devs if there's a feature you really want to see more than any others. Here I go to my profile. Yep, it's very standard. You can see my shameful total earnings from Twitch so far. Others have earned a lot more. They're a lot more active. Twitch can be quite meme heavy, I found. That's not a bad thing. And like a lot of these BSV platforms, a lot of the content is very sort of BSV centric. That's because a lot of the people in it, or probably most of the people, are Bitcoiners. It's just the way it is now. It's going to change in the future, but for the moment, you're going to find a lot of Bitcoin stuff there. Now I'll show you how it works. Here we go. Satoshi Doodles. I like everything Satoshi Doodles does, so I'm going to give her a like. If I click like there, now you see it gives me a MoneyButton swipe button, and I pay 5 cents to like that. It just processes for a little bit, and there you go. 5 people have liked that. On these platforms, the creator actually earns most of the money. It's probably, it's more than like 80 or 85%, or even more, I think, depending on the platform. You can also pay to branch it. That would be similar to a retweet. And back here you can see the leaderboard. These are the most popular Twitches. If notifications, everything very similar to Twitter. Let's look at the settings. Now there's a few extra things that Twitch has that Twitter doesn't have, just because of the economic model. And probably the most useful thing you can do if you're using MoneyButton is to set up one-click payments. Now what that allows you to do, once you give it permission, every time you give MoneyButton permission to do things, it'll take you to the MoneyButton page and you just swipe yes. There you go. And then we go back to Twitch automatically. What that means now is that every time I like something or reply to something, then I can give Satoshi Doodles that reply that I was going to give before but didn't. Now when I click post, there is no MoneyButton swipe button. Yeah, 2 cents, transaction successful. That means that I didn't have to swipe it. The invisible MoneyButton does reduce, a few seconds of time that you might have spent swiping the button. But when you're doing something that has a lot of transactions, like Twitch or a lot of micropayments, maybe you don't want to have to swipe a button every single time. So it's extremely handy for that. So let's go back to our settings now. We've got one-click payments. There's other features you can get. You can get advanced search for $1 or a tweet from Twitch. What that does is it posts anything you post on Twitch automatically to Twitter. I don't know. I haven't set that up yet. A lot of people have, but maybe I'll get onto that. I'm not really a cross poster. So I can create a post here. and 2 cents to post. Another good thing about the invisible money button is that you never really see how much you're spending, and you're never really spending that much anyway. It's, even if you were a very active user, it's just a few bucks. And it's much easier to use that way, and I find that you're more active that way as well, because you're not really conscious of spending 2 cents. For some reason there's a psychological barrier, even if someone's paying 1 cent, they don't want to be aware of it every single time. And I think that's the way Bitcoin has to work. If you're going to be doing lots of micropayments, it's got to just, happen seamlessly and in the background. You can always check the settings and see exactly how much you're spending. It's not really necessary to see it every single cent that you spent, because that would get really annoying. Now, when and if someone likes my Twitches, I'll get a notification from MoneyButton, and I'll also get a notification from Twitch telling me that someone did that. Just like Twitter. Now we'll go on to something a little bit different called Streamanity. Streamanity.com. Now, Streamanity, you'll see, is very similar to YouTube. And again, it's better than YouTube because the content creator actually keeps access to all their content, they own their content, and also you can make money from it, whether you're a popular YouTuber or not. And I'm not a popular YouTuber, so I welcome any chance to make a few cents or a few dollars, anything from the videos I upload. The interface for Streamanity has been simplified a lot lately. It's pretty bare bones. You can see it here. Now let's log into Streamanity, and you'll see again how easy that is. This is a little bit unintuitive. It's right at the top. If you see this little face icon, if you click that, it'll give you the option to log in with RelayX. We're going to choose MoneyButton again. I get the MoneyButton permissions page, continue. And there, now I'm logged into my account. When you have an account, you have a channel that's automatically set up. Here you can see the very basic settings for that, and also a history of some of the videos I've uploaded in the past. Just like YouTube, you can edit the information. You can also set the price here. Now I've set all mine to 5 cents. Most people set them a little bit higher. I think that's because when I first uploaded them, there was no free option, so I set it really low. I'd say probably the standard is between like $2 or $5 to watch a video. But really, it's anything you want, so it gives you the freedom to figure out your own model, what works for you, what's too high, what's too low, etc., etc. If you're working on a team, you'll see here revenue share. Now, since I'm the only one doing this, I don't have to share that with anybody. I get the whole 5 cents to myself. But if you're working on a team, you can decide, who gets what percentage of the payment, and then that's enter the paymail address that you can set up with MoneyButton, and yeah, it automatically goes to everyone's individual wallets. That's actually a really good feature, I think, because sorting out who should get paid for what is it's kind of a pain. So it's better if it's all done automatically for you. You can also give a percentage share to anyone who's promoting it, and that's about all for that. Go back to the start. I just want to do a couple of other things, like I want to upload a video, and I also want to watch a video. Now, if I'm going to the top videos on Streamanity, look. This looks like a pretty good one. I'll watch this. Hi everyone, and welcome to MetaNet TV. This is John Sartor. Yeah, we don't need to hear that guy. Now you'll see that Every video on Streamanity has a free preview time. It can be a few minutes, depends on the length of the video. I think it's actually a percentage of the video rather than a set time. You get the free preview, and if you want to watch the rest of the video, you have to pay. Now, yeah, might as well pay that. So we'll swipe the money button. A few seconds processing, and then the video continues. And then I can watch the whole 1.5 hours of that if I want. We just go back to the start. Once again, you can see all of the top content here is very Bitcoin centric, and that's just the way things are for now, because all of this is just starting out. It will change in the future. I mean, just as more people discover Bitcoin, as more people see the benefits of this, and as more people realize they actually want to have control and make a bit of money out of what they make, and without anyone else having to dictate whether they're worthy of that or not, and without the risk of getting deplatformed if you're not marketable enough. I'm not marketable enough, so I quite welcome that. Okay, that's it for Streamanity. I would like to upload a video. That will take a while, so it's yeah, probably not going to be worth doing the whole thing here. This is also extremely easy. But if you're watching this and you're a content creator, this is something you're going to want to know. You can click that icon there, or you can just drag and drop. Let me see. Here's a bit of a highlights reel I made from a bunch of Craig Wright presentations. So I'm gonna just click and drag that into the space. There you go. That's all I need to do. That's uploading now. Everything else is extremely simple and straightforward here. Again, you can set up your basic info, title, just like YouTube, you can set it up for public or unlisted. And for the price, yeah, I can set anything I want. So let's make that $1. Moving up in the world, gone from 5 cents to $1. Over here, you can set a custom thumbnail, or you can just let it choose one automatically, or you can move this slider here. That's a pretty good one. It's a very, very Craigie looking picture, so I'm going to choose that. There's the revenue share option again. I might have mentioned that. Now, as you can see, that's already uploaded. It's complete. I've found that Streamanity actually uploads and processes faster than YouTube, because I'm always done with this in a few minutes. It's uploaded anyway. So down in the I'll just move myself there. You can see down in the bottom right hand corner there's a green button that says publish. So I click that button. There you go. Auto generates a link. You can tweet it, Facebook it, Twitch it, of course, anything you like. And that is Streamanity. If I go to my channel now, there you go. You can see it's there already. Craig Wright presentation highlight reel. Pay $1 to watch it. Nobody's watched it yet because I only just uploaded it, and it's public. Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you now, and that's called Palping. Palping. It's actually the first time I've ever said that word out loud. It sounds a lot funnier when I do. Now, Palping is just a short posting network. It is similar to Twitter and Twitch, but they've tried to be a little bit different. And I think the main difference between Twitch and Palping is the economic model. So for Twitch, you do have to pay small amounts to to use it at all, to use any of the basic features, things like writing a post, liking someone else's post, following someone. Palping decided to do that a little bit differently. This platform is completely free to use all the basic features. So these are some of the top posts here. The content is similar. You can see on Palping some of the posts are a little bit longer. They don't have that 200 and I think Twitter's 280, Twitch's 256 character limit. Palping I think either doesn't have a limit or I've never managed to hit it. So you can it displays a short amount on the screen, or you can click to expand it. So posting, replying, that's all completely free. So you can use Palping even if you don't have any money in your MoneyButton wallet. And that can be, on Twitch, that can be a bit of a barrier to newcomers because they're not set up with funds in their wallet yet. But if you don't have any funds in your wallet, you can use Palping, the basic features, for free. I can share it. It even has a translate feature, which is handy. And you can reply, you can post. Now, on Palping, the thing that does cost money is tipping. There is no like feature on Palping, so you can't just like someone's tweet for free. I mean, let's face it, likes are pretty cheap anyway. I think if someone actually likes your stuff and they're not just, doing the obligatory like, then maybe they should give you a few cents. So what Palping has instead of likes is tips. It says I need to sign in. I forgot to sign in. Luckily, that is easy, because all we have to do is swipe that MoneyButton button. And we're in. As long as you stay logged into MoneyButton in your browser, it's going to be as easy as that to sign in. You'll notice we didn't have to create an account on Twitch. We didn't have to create a channel on Streamanity, and we didn't have to create an account on Palping. All we did was log into MoneyButton once. We had to create a MoneyButton account, and then everything else just happened automatically. It doesn't cost anything to log into these. I think I mentioned that before, but I just want to reiterate, that's totally free. And there we go. As you can see, it's also very basic. It's similar to Twitter. Unlike Twitch, it doesn't really look much like Twitter, but it's the same sort of stuff. There you go. It actually takes a bit of getting used to, not being able to just auto-like everyone's post. You actually have to read it and decide if you do like it before you click tip. That looks pretty tasty, so let's give that a tip. Click the tip button. Now here you get a blank MoneyButton. And here you get to choose for yourself what to put in. Now, what's a Twitch like? It's 10 cents, all right? So I'll give it 10. Click enter, and there you go. You got a 10-cent MoneyButton. I can change that clicking edit if I want, or I can just pay it. Processes a few seconds, and there we go. Let's write a quick post to see how that works, and I'll just post a message. It's going to be totally confusing to anyone who sees it. There, you see? Happened instantly. There was actually no payment required for that. And after you've posted, there's a few share buttons. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, whatever. We're not using those anymore because we have Bitcoin. I mean, you can really tip anything you want. The first couple of times you do it, you might be tempted to tip a few bucks, but that actually gets pretty expensive once you get going. So people who've been around a while tend to tip smaller amounts, I think. Again, send a tip. I'm gonna give her a buck. She's worth more, but you know, I'm watching my money too. Again, we have the money button. There we go. It's easy as that. So these are all ways that you can upload your content and own your content and make some money from it, and you never have to look at any ads. To be honest, that's the thing I like most about it. You know, even if I only made 50 cents last week, I'm sure other people will be earning a lot more than that, but even if you do only earn 50 cents, that's 50 cents you wouldn't have got if you were using YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. And you're also not using Twitter or YouTube or Facebook, and I think that's probably the main appeal at this stage. You know, there's no privacy issues because it's all yours. You're the only one who has access to it. Now, for Twitch and for Palping, all of the content is actually stored on the Bitcoin blockchain, so that's all permanent. If you delete your account, people won't be able to see it, so you don't have to worry about you know, those embarrassing tweets from 10 years ago coming back to haunt you. But at the same time, you know, other people can't remove it for you either. Now on Streamanity does not store the actual videos on the blockchain. All of the other data, that would all be recorded on Bitcoin, but yeah, not the actual videos themselves, because that'd be quite a lot of data to upload. One day, Bitcoin will be able to store everything that's uploaded, no matter how big and hefty it is. At the moment, it would probably break a lot of the services that are on here. So the videos themselves are stored off-chain. The data regarding the videos, your account, everything like that, that all happens on-chain. And of course, all the transactions happen on-chain. So they're all fully recordable, auditable, traceable, and everything else that makes Bitcoin great. That's probably enough for this short onboarding session, which turned into not a very short onboarding session. And thanks a lot. If you have any questions or comments about this, post it in the comments below, and I'll see you later.